If it's more costly for the banks, do you think it's likely that they will change their lending behavior?
Oh, yes, most
Okay.
certainly, because everything is cost-based.
And if the cost of lending goes up, do you think the fees and the associated cost to the consumer is going to go up?
The consumers are not going to like it, but we have no choice in the matter because, as they say in the real world, it is what it is. But when you look at it from a consumer point base, what it's going to basically do is just slow down the process again.
And if that net number is going to change, then it's all about checks and balances. So it's going to get charged to somebody somewhere.
Okay.
The whole connotation of the word taxes frightens people. And because I'm a mortgage loan officer, I'm going to be in compliance, and fees are what they are, and taxes are what they are. But for the client's point of view, it could be a factor that is very confusing.
Just like my colleague said, I think we're at a point now to where anytime you mention taxes, people get nervous.
First of all, we have a lot of first-time home buyers here purchasing their first home without a lot of down payment funds. So, and in 9 times out of 10, the buyers are also asking for the seller to pay closing costs, and 3% or more in closing costs is typical on a transaction. So, if banks are going to start charging these fees that they're being charged to the consumer, then that's going to increase the amount of money that the buyers are going to have to come out of pocket. That's going to make it really difficult because there's some transactions that are really, really tight. Investors, it will affect them as well.
What that does is adds another cost factor to that consumer.
Any stress you put on the industry is going to go on to the home buyer.
I believe it's excessive, yes, because I'm looking out for the best interest for my client, which would be the buyer.
You just don't know when there's going to be a straw that breaks the camel's back.
So do you think that it'll reduce the amount of loanable funds available if it's more costly for banks to invest their money in Washington?
Oh, absolutely. It'll be a domino effect all the way around.
And you said that you guys work with the banks extensively, so if it gets more costly and the banks have more stuff to deal with, it affects you directly.
Exactly.
Every little change affects it in huge, giant steps.
So it could go all the way down and affect your home buyers.
It will.
I mean, I see that this could be something that maybe a can of worms that we don't want to open.
Well, the industry as a whole, because what the banks do will affect everybody else involved in the business itself. So it does trickle down all the way down to the buyer, to the consumer. So yes, it will impact everyone.
Anytime you're going through a recovery, anything can kind of rock the boat.
On a recovery right now. And the last thing we need to do is to start taxing.
Going to make it really difficult. I see some buyers that are in the marketplace now not being able to purchase their first home if this happens.